Okay, so we are live. It is still technically 2:59.
It is, and we're running on atomic time today.
And I want to criticize your hat so badly.
I can't
Those
believe...
are not official Walton's colors at all.
I can't believe you didn't say something until now.
I waited.
Oh, you purposely waited?
Yes. I find it very bothersome.
I was kind of hoping that you didn't really notice, weren't going to say anything, and it would take like 20 minutes before anyone on the show even actually noticed. But
how would you not notice that aggressive purple and white?
It's beautiful, isn't it?
We're going to beep nonstop.
Yeah.
This entire time. At some point you figured out how to stop that.
Yeah, I think I can.
Okay. Well, welcome. This is our February live stream. We have a very special guest that we'll try to get to at some point. Crawling, walking around here. Well, not crawling. That makes it sound like it's a baby. It kind of is a baby. We've got Bear, one of the Walton's dogs, is English lab with us. We'll try and get a camera on her. She's not exactly playing along, though. She just moves. Yeah, Patrick's trying to get the camera on her and switch, and it's not possible. So we'll get her in frame at some point for sure.
She needs babysitting. I think we talked about it on the podcast.
We did.
Yeah, she's dealing with something, epilepsy or something. I don't know. So if she starts doing this weird head vibe nod thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
But we think
there's nothing we can do. We just, honestly, what I've been told is we just sit and watch her do it. But, yeah.
That's not going to go well with me, seeing a dog in distress that I can't help.
If you know something to do.
I don't know anything to do. All right, so we've got, in the description of the video, we've got a timer run for everything. Bob brought this up in the chat earlier, but we did this during the Cyber Monday or Thanks Black Monday live stream, and it worked really well to keep us on schedule. So we just kept doing it.
So we do have an agenda. Before we started, you were joking, like, I don't even know what we do on these. And I was, like, thinking, too, like, yeah, what do we do?
What do we do on these?
We have an agenda.
So I've got a basic
great.
agenda and a couple other things to talk about, ask. For anyone who's on Walton, who's not on waltons.com/live or the Meatgistics live option, go there to enter the giveaways. Just entering something in chat doesn't get you entered in the giveaway. You have to go to one of those two places and enter through the thing at the bottom. We're going to draw winners for drink tumblers, Leather Apron, I Made More Jerky, so jerky and seasoning, $50 gift card, and you can probably hear Bear there letting us know she's unhappy with being stuck in this room. It's okay, honey. But first, for the duration of this live stream, we've got a coupon, and it is, I'll just post it in chat because there's no way I'm going to say it right. It is 15% off, but it is good for the duration of the live stream only. It is that. That'll get you 15% off anything that's not on sale at waltons.com. We have another one, which is BHA, the letters BHA 50, and that will get you one of the free BHA and Waltons t-shirts on any order that's over $50. I think Patrick is making another attempt to get Bear. Is that what we're doing?
Fix the camera every time she goes in front of it.
There you go. Did you get her? No.
No, I have to focus it.
We'll eventually get her. And because it's also possible that it's not epilepsy and it's something with her diet, we're not allowed to feed her any food, and then we also can't have any food up here. I had defrosted some jalapeno popper sausages that I was going to cook up for us to eat, but wouldn't be fair for her to smell all that goodness and not get any.
She'll be leaving at some point. I want to say 3:30, 3:45.
She's fine. She's a good girl. I got to play a big part in actually, well, not raising Bear, but I used to look after her every day. Her mom would come in and drop her off in the studio, and Allie and I would watch her all the time. She's the cutest little puppy. Somebody says you can look into CBD oils and treats for your dog's epileptic seizures. Interesting. So Jason, enter the giveaway. It's at the bottom of waltons.com/live or on the Meatgistics thing. We changed who we're doing the giveaways through for now. Probably going to be permanent thing. Enter your email, then hit enter, and then there's a bunch of ways to enter. There's a couple things on there that we don't normally have. There's some polls. One of the polls on there is what we're going to name a new product, and it's the Walton smoking towel. So we created a post on Meatgistics and opened it up for anybody to be able to put their best naming on there, and I took the best, most appropriate ones and made a poll on as a giveaway. So I'm not saying that whatever has the most votes is going to be what it's named, but there'll be a good chance. And then all of those I can tie back to who first recommended it on Meatgistics, and when that happens, that person will get something.
Yeah, you and I retain ultimate veto
Yes.
power on this, but
Yes, absolutely. Yeah, she's whining a little bit. She's not pleased. Her mom's not here, and she's locked in a room. Two things that Bear's not really a big fan of.
she's not exactly like the most active dog either. You'd think she would be content to just kind of chill and hang out, but I think it's the trapped.
It's a it's a weird thing for her. She'd rather not be in here. It's okay, honey. You're a good puppy. She's got nice soft ears, so that's excellent. All right, so we're gonna draw in. Wow, these are great noises, Bear. We're gonna draw at 3:15 a winner for a tumbler. 3:30 Austin will draw a winner for his leather apron. Then 3:45 every 15 minutes. Basically, we're gonna draw something on the 15. We'll try and stay as close to that as possible, but you never quite know with us. We're also gonna try and keep a close eye on the chat. Patrick is going to keep an eye on the chat for his favorite comment, and whatever his favorite comment is going to win. I don't know. What do we think? Word cloud apron?
Oh, that'd be good.
Yeah, something like that.
Those are not. They're nice. I like those.
They're excellent.
It's honestly, it's something that I don't know. To me, it seems like such a simple thing, but it's super nice. Which brings up a topic. I am still pissed at myself for how many times I forget to wear that at home when I'm cooking.
Oh.
I have it hanging like I have that and a leather apron on the back side of my pantry door.
Yeah.
And I forget 75% of the time that I'm doing something that I even own an apron.
Every day for lunch for the past week and a half, I've been eating bacon. I cook bacon in a cast iron and then take the bacon out and then eat 4 eggs that's cooked in the bacon grease. And I always wear that apron just to prevent my clothes from getting all oily. Yeah. All right. Now, we have a question for you guys. This is a product that we found somebody who is, I don't even remember how we found it. Somebody found it. It is a vacuum sealer that's wireless. It does not need to be plugged in. I ran it through its initial paces, did 100 or just about 100 seals on it, and it never quit. I mean, the last seal, the 100th seal, seemed just about as strong as the first one. We haven't put it in the cold yet because that was one thing we were supposed to do, but we haven't had time to do that. But a couple people on Meatgistics brought up that they thought that would be useful for fishing and camping, but we have to bring in a good number of them. It's not as bad as it first was, but it's still a good number of them. And we're wondering is there a market for this? Is that something you guys would be interested in? I mean, it does a good job. It's a good little unit for sure.
What's the button on the side?
It releases. So when you push it down, those snap in place, and then so it releases the lid.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, that's nice. This is from our existing manufacturer?
Nope.
New one? Yeah.
But yeah, let us know
That's
if that
interesting.
seems like something that you would be interested in or not be interested in purchasing. It takes about 3 or 4 hours to fully charge. But then when fully charged, like I said, it's 100 seals is what they claimed. I found that hard to believe.
Wait, it's not battery powered?
It's got a rechargeable battery.
Oh, and it's even USB-C? Dude, I'm
love
in.
USB-C.
I didn't know it was that. Okay, I'm in. I'll talk Flip when we're done. We're buying them. No, I don't know.
Talk to about how many we have to buy first.
We need to see if it's something viable. But that, to be honest,
That's a good point. Price point, I believe, similar to our fresh seal.
okay.
Yeah, basically the same. So 100, 120, somewhere in that range.
I'm 10 techie guy, and I get so annoyed when like new things, electronics of any type, come out and they still have a stinking micro USB on it. I get so pissed.
Yeah, that's what my monocular has. It annoyed me.
There's one line of products that I am like a huge fan of that I still buy, that they're all micro USB, and it drives me absolutely nuts. But at least it's like stuff that you just plug in, you leave, and you don't ever do anything with. It's like security cameras, home automation stuff. Why you can't, I'm getting on a soapbox. Why can't you spend the extra 50 cents to license and use the stinking USB-C?
Right. Yep.
But get with it out there if you're not.
It's definitely not expensive. Yeah, so I'm watching chat. Let us know if you think that's... Let's talk about something serious. On your magnetic handle, or magnetic knife rack, handles up or handles down? I mean, handles down, clearly. Yeah, so if you turn them upside down, there's a better chance of you brushing them, like the blades, with your hand. At least for me. Maybe if you're super tall, it'd be the other way. Like if you had to reach down. Oh, he got her for a second, it looks like.
Yep.
Oh, it's okay. It's okay, sweetie.
Your mom is on the way, so.
Hey, we're doing a show, guys.
There's a dog here, man. I told my wife the other day, if we ever had to move or something, I'm not getting another job. I'm buying a van and like transitioning it into a dog grooming thing. And I'm going to be a mobile dog groomer.
You can buy a van now. Why aren't you just doing it now?
I don't want to do it now. Why would I want to do it now?
If
He just wants me to get rid of my truck.
I'm a big van guy. I like vans. So.
if
It's a
you
weird comment, Patrick.
Why can't you just like
Patrick
vans? No, you can't like a 78 Dodge. I'm not into a Cargo 03 all white or something.
That was clearly the implication.
No
you-
one would say that if they liked vans. They wouldn't say that. They'd be the opposite of what I'm doing if they drove a van like that. That's all I'm saying. They'd keep it under wraps. I'm into them. So.
if you were to set up a side business for dog grooming,
Yeah.
and you decked it out just like the truck in
From
in
Dumb
Dumb
and
and Dumber,
Dumber, yeah.
I would be your first investor. I will commit money to this cause.
All right. Alan Neville says, hello from the middle of nowhere, South Dakota. We just made some awesome burgers using your Walton stuffer and patty attachment. My gosh, that patty attachment makes pretty patties. Awesome. Maybe we'll draw an extra winner for one of those. We'll let Bear draw that one. Not so happy, huh, girl? It's okay. Real men wear aprons, so that's why you probably don't wear yours. Siri Alexa controlled. No. What? How?
Oh,
Vacuum seal?
if it was, well, if it's a vac seal, I don't know if you'd use it or not, but that I don't think would be horribly impossible. When Google first came out with that ability to do stuff, I reserved Waltons and everything but the meat.
Okay.
I forget what it's exactly called. I think I might have lost it because I never used it.
Sure.
But it's to be honest, it's not all that complicated. The hardest part to it, in my opinion, would be getting Wi-Fi in a device like this. And then what would you do with it? But the actual like making it work with that stuff, it's that part's not that hard.
Right, but you couldn't plug something into this, and it would have to be built into it. Right. Yeah. So
But
no.
I don't know what you would do with a vac sealer, but could you do
Nothing.
I don't even know. Meat grinders, sausage stuffers,
Turn on?
slicers, all this stuff would be
No,
dangerous
none of that
to be
do you want to
controlled.
have
But
automatically running.
the
In
only-
fact, we're going to talk about a story tomorrow on why you never stick your hand in any meat processing equipment at all, unless that plug is out.
The only thing I can think of is if it was like a smoker, but that is one thing we have not quite delved into yet, but maybe we will.
Okay.
I know that's at least been on Flip's list on doing something there, and there's things that have happened and things that are happening. Like, I think it's a matter of time till we have a Walton's smoker, but what that'll exactly be and when, I don't know. But that would be the only thing I can think of that
Hard time to
would be truly useful for like the assistant technologies built into it.
Yeah, hard time to manufacture anything. Ridley asks where the inserts are. They're on the same shipment as the one-shots. As of right now, February 8th is the supposed date. She's sitting by the door looking so unhappy. Sorry. Yeah, February 8th is the supposed date of arrival now. We had an earlier date of mid to late January, but who knows, something happened with shipping. Are shipping problems as bad as they were?
No. So in the past month, shipping and stuff has finally like had like it's I don't even know what you want to call it, but it's
Caught up?
yeah.
Okay.
It's getting there. We had we import like all of our vacuum pouches, and those were taking like 5 months to get here, which sounds long, but to be honest, that's good compared to where we were. We were at like 9 months to a year on stuff for a while. So we were down to like 5 months, and then all of a sudden like things are just they're coming in back in the like 2.5 months. So we're getting vac pouches in like crazy right now, and we're gonna have like an extreme oversupply, but it's good. Good time of year for it, because this is the only time of year we have room. If it did this in December, we'd have a problem. But
it even does a fancy little countdown to giving us
that's
who
cool.
the winner is. I'm drawing a winner right now. This winner will receive, I've already forgotten what it is, a tumbler. So this Walton's and Meatgistics tumbler. And that winner is...
Uh-oh.
Bear. Get back. That winner is an email address.
How
Without a name.
How? Oh no! February live stream giveaway winners. So if I go to winners, can I see the name? Oh, this is no fun. This is we didn't test this beforehand. If you can't notice,
We tested everything but drawing winners. How can we do that?
How do we see
We're just going to have to email them.
entrance? Here we go. No, it still doesn't. Is there no place when they enter to put in a name?
That's just their email address. Just realized that.
So it's not needed to be present to win today, I guess, and we'll figure it out for next time.
I hate that.
But you can't tell them their email.
Right.
We'll tell them a city and a state.
Say, hey, if you're from here, check your email.
Wait. Why couldn't we give the very beginning before the at? Bear, who's here? She just settled down. Bear, go. Find your mom. Who's that? There you go. Oh, her leash is right up here. I took it off her just in case she wrapped around something. What are we going to do? Email or... We'll just email you. This winner is from Cranberry Township, Pennsylvania.
Yeah.
Well, don't just make up a town.
No, that's what it's from.
I just pulled up the exported data to see if it would show anything additional. There's nothing else we can use.
Okay.
So
We will go ahead and email you, and that's how we're going to have to do it for this one. For next one, we'll have it better somehow.
You gotta like your odds though if you're in a place called Cranberry.
Right.
And,
You know there's not too many people there. So I'll go ahead and email that person their code for their free tumbler, and then hopefully they can say, hey, that was me.
can we say the first part of the email address?
That's what I was thinking. Like, why can't we do that?
I think that'd be fine.
Yeah.
It would at least identify to someone watching, like, oh, that's probably me, unless it's like just a first name.
It's not.
But well, yeah, this one's not, but we could have one like that.
All right. So if you're in, there's dog hair everywhere. That dog
Yeah.
sheds way worse than my
Yeah,
dog's.
she's bad.
That is the winner. If you are that email address, we're going to send you an email with a code.
You have 20.
Trying new things is always difficult.
Be daddy, be dade, why? I don't even know.
But the good thing is at the bottom of, is it the live? No, at the bottom of the win page, we have a new giveaway that's like a wheel, and it spins and it gives you a chance to every day to get a code that will give you a free random sample of Excalibur seasonings. You'll get either, what are they? I'm not going to remember them all. Oh, it's not even going to be close. This is going to be bad, but we're going to get as close as we can. Thai curry sausage, jalapeno bacon ranch sausage, buffalo ranch sausage, Canadian maple Dijon marinade, wasabi marinade. I think that's it. I think those are the 6 that it might give you.
Somebody had a good point. We can cross-reference with our Meatgistics data or our
But that won't be
general-
everybody.
I bet almost everyone that's watching is either a Meatgistics member or been a customer at some point. I bet we have.
That's a good point.
Info.
That is a good point. All right, so just an extra step. Yeah, I mean, that's what happens when we try new things. Notice we waited till after. We were talking about this right before the podcast or live stream started. It felt like forever since we'd done a podcast because we went Cyber Monday, Christmas, January, all within the space of like a week and a half. We did 3 pretty long live streams and then had an entire month off. Well, almost an entire month off before we did this one. So.
No. I say that most, and I don't.
And you can't find this
I can't
one.
find this
There
one.
you go. There you go. See? Told you. Okay. I've got that code email to that winner. Hopefully they see the email and then say that they are that person. But doesn't have to. By next time, I would edit the campaign right now, but I can't while it's after the prize has been declared. You can't make any edits. So, how's everything else? How are you doing?
Good.
Yeah?
Excited, pumped. It's K-State game day, baby.
Who do you play?
KU.
Does anyone care about college basketball, though?
Oh, yeah. You don't because Notre Dame sucks.
That's not the
You
only
just-
reason. I
we
used to
should-
like college basketball.
We should have made the same bet we made for football.
No way. Tim Duncan was the last time I cared about college basketball. When people used to stay like at least 3 years. Now they're one and done, and I just refuse to care about it. It's just, it moves the needle for me, not at all.
Most people are not one and done. Usually that's only at
It's
like
a lot of people.
Kentucky. Some of the bigger places. You go to like K-State? No. The people you get at K-State aren't going to be one and done.
No, definitely not.
But I don't know. That might change because
If you keep winning like this.
yeah.
No.
Yeah.
Ronald Trout also pointed out, so you don't have to be here today. Laugh out loud. Yeah, that's pretty much it. If thankfully we don't have any, like, we're not giving away a grinder or anything huge like that. We're also, tomorrow we'll have new sales, new giveaway. So we'll have a new video up on that. We'll have new items on the sales page, new items on the giveaway page. I didn't really have any time to look at what people thought of this. James Small is asking, how do you enter? Go to waltons.com/win. At the bottom of that page, there's an entry form. If you're on a cell phone, you might have to find the view as desktop option on your cell phone, and then it should appear. All right. Looking back through. When I win something today, you also send me a Walton's bumper sticker. Have not seen them on the site. We bought them last year for Rendezvous and then gave some of them away. We should bring those back in.
Dude.
I've got a Walton's sticker, a Meatgistics sticker, and a BHA sticker. 2 BHA stickers on my truck.
I want a funny tagline. Like, I want the sticker to be aware it's on a car and like everything but the blunt. You know what I mean? It should be something not meat related. It should be car related.
We just went through and redid our brand guidelines, and like one of the big things is don't do that. So we can't.
Don't do what?
Like change the. You know,
don't have fun.
In fact,
You're
the only
right.
reason we even got that Meatgistics patriotic shirt is because I promised Austin we would go back through and revisit our brand guidelines.
Notice that was like 8 months ago.
It took, hey, how many? All right.
I should have put a timeline on
You know
it,
what you
not
should have
10
done?
years in the future.
I have migrated 2 websites in the space of a year and a half,
There's
losing a good portion of my mind during that time. Things had to be pushed.
I understand.
There-
I'm still going to poke at you about it.
Well, there's still a gray area of like, so the updated guidelines, that's just for print, right? Because the stuff that's on the internet has,
No, that's for internet stuff too.
we can discuss what needs to be done then. So.
Wayne McDonald says, John, your dog looks to be a little overweight. First of all, how rude. Like, second of all, that's not my dog. My dogs are way fatter than that. Third of all, that dog has lost a significant amount of weight.
Yes.
So my wife and I, when I first met her, she had this enormous cat, like 26-pound, just huge cat. And then we got a dog that was pretty big, and then we got another dog that was really big. And she never says anything when I start getting fatter. So a couple months ago, I'm like, you just like fat things. Like, that's what this is. Like, that's why you bake all the time and then leave all that food around. You want me to be fat. All right, so Dean Coop says it'd be good for the lake. Hunter Steve says that's a good deal for a portable sealer. Super handy for hunting. That'd be awesome for gardening stuff. Didn't even think of that. Yeah, if you could take this out into your shed with you that didn't have power, that'd be super convenient.
So if it's price point at the other one, like our fresh seal, it'd be like 120. I just had to look up what the fresh seal's at.
Yeah. I mean, I said 100, 120. I was in the right range. Does it have capabilities to plug in just in case the battery dies? Yes. We tested that as well. I had a totally dead battery. We plugged it in, and it runs while plugged in.
That would be the great thing, too, because then you can just run it off of a little portable battery, too. Yep. I probably carry around a lot more than other people do. I carry around, like, a couple, like, massive ones that I can run, like, my laptop off of, and
I never
laptop,
used to
tablet,
do that
phone.
until you gave me a portable battery for something, and now I always have one in my bag. I've got one that charges. You can either plug it in or it's solar powered, and it only takes a couple hours in the sun in the summer to fully charge it. So
That's
it's
cool.
Pretty awesome, and I always have one now. All right, so there's definitely some interest in that. Okay, we will look at it. How's the weight loss challenge going, Austin? For those of you who listen to the podcast, just over a month ago, Austin and I started a weight loss challenge. That will be dealt with not tomorrow's podcast, but the 8th. We're going to weigh in and see how everyone's doing. He's doing this thing, and it's very smart. He's trying to act like he's put on weight, but I'm fairly sure he has not.
No, I've put on weight.
No, I don't think so.
I was even talking about this at lunch today with my dad and brother, because they were eating healthy. They got like the lunch portion, lunch special where we're at, and I was like, nope, I want the full meal. Give me the full meal. And I was like, I'm supposed to be in a weight loss competition, but I quit. I'm just done. I'm not in the right like mental zone right now for it, and I can't do it. And so I've just accepted the fact that I'm going to lose.
So initially, the loser was going to have to eat these Pocky one chip challenge, right? Austin said he was going to steal the box and throw it out, so I took this out of the box, put the tape back on it, and hid it, hoping he would steal the box. He never did. That's why it's been sitting on my desk since it arrived. I was hoping he would steal it. But then during either a live stream or maybe in the comments on the Meatgistics posts we do for the podcast, someone's like, hey, a couple kids from my high school have gone to the hospital from that. I was like, I'm 40-something. We're not in the best of health. I'm like, this might not be the best idea. So we came up with some different challenges or whatever, penalties, and we're working through exactly what the loser is still going to have to do. We are going to take that, break it all up, and mix it into a batch of habanero or inferno brats.
Into an already hot broth.
Yeah, and see how hot we can make. And we'll put ghost pepper cheese in it, too. I like hot stuff.
Well, just eat the chip.
Yeah. Bait.
No.
You sissy.
No.
Yeah.
So Austin told me once we agreed that we were going to change it, he said good because I wasn't going to eat it anyways.
No, I think you thought I was joking like at
No,
first, but
I very much believe how you said it. You weren't going to do it.
yeah. To be honest though, like I don't want to do it because
I'm drawing another winner while he talks.
I think I would be one of those people that end up at the hospital off of it. Just
There's a good chance.
it wouldn't go well, and then it would
Actually,
just be absolutely painful torture. But I think the better punishment, which I really don't want to do, and I'm pretty sure I'm gonna be the one that gets punished, but is the vegan diet for a week. Like that just sounds horrible.
It's going to be tough. But imagine this. Just from an elimination of all the crap that you won't be able to eat. Because, I mean, I'm not a huge proponent of the vegan diet, but it's going to force you to cut out a lot of things that are not good for you.
Oh, all the junk food that I eat right now is just going to...
Right.
I'm going to have to find,
So you might end up feeling significantly better after that week. The last time I took 2 days off here, I just ate nonstop everything. This last 4 days I was off. I feel so much better. I'm in such a better mood. My head is in such a better place. And part of that was just I was paying attention to what I was eating and I was continuing to exercise. I took my dogs on a 3-hour walk one day. We just went off across the field and just started wandering places. I was in a bunch of people's backyards with a 185-pound Mastiff and a 100-pound Pit Bull. It's probably not the best idea, but didn't get shot. So you have to draw this winner. It's Leather Apron. It's here. It's here. I will put it together. So this is a replacement ring. We're not really talking much about meat processing here, are we? This is a replacement ring because I lost my other ring. Once I lost some weight, that ring was too big. I was playing with my dogs in my front yard while drinking. So when I drink, at least, I think most people, my hands shrink. And it just came flying off, and I could never find it. So I bought a metal detector. And then after I purchased it, remembered that ring was tungsten carbide, so it's probably not going to show up on a metal detector. Oh, well. Maybe we'll find some doubloons.
Did it draw that fast? Have we only drawn one thing so far?
Yep.
Okay, wow. It's just the other system we used, it would sit there and spin and load. This one just, boom, did it. So, Conley DM. That is our winner.
It'd be fun if we could try and guess that almost called Doc, but it's not. No, I don't know that one. Actually, I will email them the code.
I guess I should look if I could have found him on
The code.
Meatgistics.
What's the code?
I don't get what Patrick's doing, but
Yeah, you're not a Seinfeld guy.
no, I'm not.
The code. George, give the man your code. But you weren't a Frasier guy though, right?
Nope. Is that the kind of you're either or?
Oh yeah, you're either one or the other.
No, I don't like a lot of things.
Not as much as me.
Okay, emailing that to this winner.
Oh, there we go. DM Conley is here.
Congratulations, man. Awesome. Right, having that schedule so much better. Occasionally I go back through and look for certain things in live streams, and there were many live streams where we wouldn't give anything away for the first hour and 15 minutes, and all of a sudden we'd be like, oh no.
Yeah. So other comments here. I don't like this one, but I'm gonna bring it up because you sent out a video about it just the last couple of days to me and Allie.
Oh.
Todd Seymour saying dog shock collar. That is a punishment because was that you or was it Allie?
No, it was me.
It was you. Okay. Yeah. There's a video of John when we were in the other room, him, me, and Allie, and he's got the dog collar on his neck. I'm assuming you had it at full strength and you shocked yourself.
No, I think I made Allie shock me, didn't I?
I don't know.
Or did I do it? Whatever.
It was too grainy,
Yeah.
but you definitely had it on your neck, and you were like, that'll stop him.
Yep. Well, that's because it was Riggins, the smaller dog, and I was using it on him, and it wasn't using a collar on him. It wasn't working. So he gave me one of his old collars. I'm like, okay, that'll work. Put it on him. He didn't react at all. I told him that. He's like, no, you got to hold it down for a few seconds. So I held it down the next time he tried to run away, and that dog didn't leave my side for months. He's like, no, I'm right here. I'm right here. But he's a great dog, even though he chews my doors. All right, I'm way up in comments, so I will come back down. Oop, something about... I saw something with a dual grind head. All right, any order 32 or 22 dual grind head. That's from Ryan Jones. Nope, not yet. That's going to be a while.
Somebody was also asking earlier when the
They will be
current
here
ones
the
will
8th.
be here. Be here the 8th. Okay.
So that is the same time the insert for the quick patty maker is coming. Those are in the same.
Ooh. Not unrelated. Sorry, I just
Okay,
tried to comment. Joe Hell said vegan diet would be easy. For a week would be easy. If I lose, I'm gonna have to get a hold of you and see if I can get some info from you on what would be good to eat.
They make vegan pizza crust, and they do have vegan cheese that now it melts.
I've tried vegan
Dude, it
cheese
melts.
though before.
Yeah, I have too. But all right, so what I've been eating a bunch of recently is I bought these pizza crusts that have 0 carbs in them. All they are is ground up, pressed and frozen chicken. So I've been taking that sauce, cheese, and pepperoni on it. They're really good, and it's like 30 grams of protein, no carbs, and tons of fat. But I love fat.
So instead of vegan diet, maybe like you have to eat Beyond Meat for your meat every day. Or
A
is that-
vegan diet that is somewhat controlled by the other.
So so it's all
You're gonna
vegan.
eat a lot of couscous.
Well, I think it's fun. It's like you go like, oh, I want a burger, and then everyone's eating a burger, but you have to have a Beyond Meat burger.
Hold on, I have to go right back something real quick. I still think you're lying, and you're losing weight, and
You
you're
wanna get on
trying
a
to
scale?
make it. Yeah, it's right there. Go ahead. You don't even have to. No, I get to see it.
He brought home.
So it comes
he
over
brought
here.
leftovers from.
You had to get on it too because I want to know where you're at.
That's a good point. Do you bring leftovers because you didn't eat a lot at lunch, or because you're like, oh, man, it's that
Fascinating.
much food? Yeah.
Comments or fascinating video for the live stream. Us weighing each other and not showing them.
Perfect. I love how like you're mouthing.
Oh yeah, this is not.
Get back on! I didn't see it.
Oh no,
I didn't see it.
It's worse than I thought. It's way worse than I thought.
What do you mean?
Like
That's exactly what you were.
I was 217. I'm 3 pounds up. I'm not just like a.
Go back and watch the live stream. You were 220, or the podcast. You were 220.
We wrote it down.
I thought so.
So what's he right now?
220.
Oh man, you got a couple weeks.
See, that's not right though.
What is the surface you weighed on? Different?
I was 204 yesterday. No. All right.
Well, I gotta look and see.
So I've only lost 4 pounds.
When did we do this? Maybe we didn't write it down because
I don't
there's.
think we did.
Dang it!
I made 25 pounds of gyro brats this week. Holy crap, that flavor is ridiculously good, just like an actual gyro. It's from Josh Stevens. I used 10 pounds of beef, 10 pounds of pork, and 5 pounds of deer. That sounds like an awesome mix. Couple of things on that. Did we bring up the buffalo wing snack sticks that I made out of beef and how that is now my favorite snack stick?
I'd
like to reiterate that is
Yeah.
my, because the fact that I'm not 204 like I was yesterday is because I found another package of those and ate them all at lunch. They're amazing. It's one of those rare seasonings that just works so much better with beef than pork. Because I've made them in pork before, and they're nothing special. They're good. It's got a buffalo wing flavor to it, but it's not amazing. With beef, they are just...
Yeah, it's weird. Like, there's a lot of things that I think they taste good and taste similar in like different proteins, and some stuff is just it's totally different.
Totally
A
different.
certain protein just enhances so much better with it.
H Summer is another one of those. If you do a 50-50 mix, it's totally different than making it all out of pork. On that note, we're also Thursday. Oh, next Wednesday is going to be a busy one because not only do we have to do our weigh-in, our final weigh-in, but that's also where we're going to have your dad and your brother again and review the correct amount of cheese.
Okay,
So you're going to
we have to weigh
you have to
in.
weigh in front of everybody.
That's fine. We just have to weigh in before we start eating that day.
Yes. Yes. Okay. I
Actually,
was
no. We
hoping
should
you
wait.
didn't
No,
wanna
we should
weigh
do
in.
after
Nope.
because you always end up eating more than me on podcast.
Not eating till after.
Neil, I think Austin has a bunch of weights in his pockets to
Yeah, I
trick
remember.
John.
He does have something big in his pocket. Take that out. Ah, that's nothing. All right.
It could be a lead weight. It could be dense.
Serengol Roth, which is also a very interesting name, and I'm probably ruined it, but it says originally from Mongolia, where meat is the main feed source, with -40 outdoor temps this year. -40. That's insane. You die at that.
You die.
That's nuts.
Jerry Christensen says, been using your spices at our butcher shop retail. Cache Valley meats customers love them. Awesome. Thanks, man.
Oh, somebody's asking about hickory smoke powder. Have you got any updates from Flip on that? Okay, I keep forgetting to go talk to him because, so to kind of give a rundown here, hickory smoke powder got like partially discontinued by Excalibur. They won't do it in less than like 5 pounds anymore, but we sell a pretty good amount of that in smaller quantities. So we are going to do something. We don't have anything right this very second, but if you are looking for hickory smoke powder, we should have it in 5-pound bags, and give us a little bit of time. I don't know how long it's going to take, a month, 2 months at the most, hopefully. We will bring back a smaller quantity of hickory smoke powder. But I started working on something and then found out that Flip was working on, I shouldn't have been working on it because that's Flip's job anyway. So
right.
I need to go see what he's doing, where he's at, and we'll come up with something.
Do you want
smoke powder.
to talk about the other thing that's going to be in short supply this year?
What's going to be in short supply?
You might not even know this yet.
I might not.
We'll talk about it later. I'm not bringing that up. Somebody asked if the inedible collagen are pre-stuck, specifically the 52 by 18 millimeter, but it would be the same for any of them. I don't know. I think they are.
Wait, say that again?
The inedible collagen, are they pre-stuck?
I want to say no.
No,
fairly sure
they're
on
not
that.
pre-stuck.
I don't think that is normally a deal on collagen.
I don't think you have to.
I mean, you don't
Strike them,
have to stick a casing in any regards.
Fibers you really want to.
Sometimes. I mean, we sell a lot of them that are not pre-stuck. It just depends.
We sell way more that are stuck.
Yeah, it depends on what you're doing. If you're a guy at home, you're probably going to want to poke them because you're not going to have a way to get air out of it in some other means. But if you're using like a high quality vacuum stuffer, I mean, it's not going to be pushing anything but product in there. You're probably not going to have to worry about it.
Okay.
But
yeah, for
I
home.
don't know on the collagen.
That was a commercial customer, so yeah, you'd be fine. Jeff Macaulay, there you go, says that's a daily. I'm pretty sure he's talking about the spinning wheel, and yes, you can come back every day. I lowered the odds on it because what I initially made, Taylor was like, what do you want to be giving these away till January? I was like, oh yeah, that makes sense. So better odds than you had initially. Okay. Is this evolving into a weight loss site? No. Joe Hell says, I bought a 5-pound bag of hickory smoke powder and it's lasted for years. Yep, that stuff lasts. Very little bit of that goes a really long way.
Allie is still very, very sour about us putting hickory smoke powder in her champagne glass like 4 or 5 years ago. You put like a pinch.
I forgot about that.
And it will make, if it's a single serving something, a pinch will be too much.
Yeah, so did we coat her glass with it first? Is that what we did? Or did we put some in when she wasn't?
I think we just put some in the bottom and kind of like
Okay.
shook it around a little bit. And so it just kind of coated
That
the
was
inside.
that was a fun
Man,
video.
HR should have got involved on that one.
Ridley Family says, I'm not overweight. I'm just not tall enough. I've always felt like I'm taller than I am.
That's
So
a good thing.
there you go.
That's a good problem. You never let, not that you're considered short, but you never let it bother you anyway.
No, I don't care.
Dude, I'm 6 feet tall. My fiance messes with me and calls me short. She calls me 5'11" and 3/4 all the time.
She's tiny.
I go, how dare you? I go, well, then you're dating a short guy. Good for you. So I put it on her. I go, you're dating a loser.
Yeah, ML says there's a lot you could do with eggs and bacon. I could live off bacon for a week. So the reason I'm eating so much of this is because I saw a chef. He cooked bacon in a cast iron pan, takes the bacon out, adds a little bit of vinegar, to the bacon grease to try to make like a glaze and then he puts his eggs in, and that's what I've been doing. They're phenomenal. I don't have it right yet because I'm not getting like a glaze. I'm just getting a phenomenal taste, but that's what I'm going for. Ronald Richard says, plant-based is great to lose weight, but I still crave the meat. Yeah, I can't. I don't know what that would look like, but John Crable says, sounds better than cauliflower crust. It is so much better than cauliflower crust, this ground informed chicken crust. I will try and find it, actually, because it is, I'll post it in the chat. It was awesome. And you can use it for, like, other things, like wraps and stuff, but it works best as just a pizza. There it is. That's not it at all. That looked like it. You want to draw another winner?
Sure.
While I'm looking for this. Yep, this is it. All right, I'm going to post this link in the chat for anyone else who wants to check it out. They come with dry ice, which I found out my big dog is obsessed with because I've got something living underneath one of my porches. So I put the rest of the dry ice under there to try and scare it out. And for 2 days, he would just pull as hard as he could to get to that thing and just start digging, trying to get to the dry ice. He's stupid.
Taking a guess at where this splits off on the name and what it is, but Richard Delucent. I'll say that's what it is. You have won seasoning and jerky.
So Kevin asks, will your mixer attach to any number 12 grinder? No. I've been getting this question a lot on through the website. We have a service that I respond to questions through the website on. Like if you're on the website and it says ask a question, I'm the one who will be responding to those. And I've got a really good article because our official answer is they only work with Waltons. However, Dave in AZ has a really, really well done post on Meatgistics that I've been pointing people to if they want to try to make it hook up with another grinder.
I think one of the winners is here.
Okay. Al Roth says, I remember working in a nation that eats mostly meat and the vegetables available were mostly cabbage and potato and gaming how a vegan would last before eating meat.
You died, huh?
So how long could you go vegan? Not long.
He's not eating the potato.
Especially if it's cabbage and potato. I mean, I don't mind cabbage, make coleslaw out of it, but you can't survive on that very long. So,
But if you do that, like, it's not going to be vegan once you put the stuff that should be in coleslaw.
yeah.
So, I mean, make
There's gonna be
coleslaw.
dairy in there.
You're gonna have mayo available.
Oh, no,
mayo.
see, everyone always thinks I'm crazy with this. My mom makes a coleslaw that's basically, it has no dairy, no nothing in it, and everybody who's ever tried it is like, that's the best coleslaw I've ever had. So that's the coleslaw I like. Anyways.
Yeah, she doesn't.
But she's
not from here. You don't know her.
She is not. She goes to another school.
No.
But I also just bought a infrared monocular and have a crossbow. So if it ever gets to the point where like I don't have meat, there are enough geese and everything in my backyard where I will have meat. I'm not going without meat. Just the thought of it kind of makes me angry. Neil C says e-collars need to be used carefully. Yep. Riggins, as soon as the only thing I've ever had to do to him in the last 2 or 3 years is the tick, tick, tick. It makes the noise and he comes running right back. The other one, forget it. Doesn't matter. I've put a video on my Instagram the other day of me trying to get him because first I try the noise, then I try the rumble, then I shock him. He does not care. That dog has a pain tolerance. We brought him into the vet once and he had a growth in between his toes. They're like, oh, he's not going to like this. We have to put a needle in and get whatever. And so I held his paw and they just did that. And he like no reaction, no nothing. And she's like, huh. It's like, that's a pretty tough dog. I was like, see what happens when I yell at him. Pouts. What meat mixers do you have to stuff right away? And when can you let it sit rest overnight in the fridge before stuffing the ground meat mix? Brats, snack sticks, Polish ring sausage, summer sausage. Okay, So anything that's fresh is going to be able to be stuffed right away. So those are your bratwurst, those are your Italians, basically anything that you're not adding cure to, because we don't need to let the cure have any time to work in the meat because there's no cure. Snack sticks, summer sausage, smoked sausage, anything that we are adding cure to, we can either stuff that, put it in a fridge, let it sit for 12 hours. And what's actually going to happen is that nitrite is going to start breaking down. And when that happens, that's what gives it its curing power. Now, there are an entire list of additives known as cure accelerators. Cure accelerators are basically encapsulated citric acid, which I still need a better scientific answer on how it actually works. I know how it prevents the growth of bacteria, but I still don't understand the mechanism that forces it to speed the conversion. Now we have a new one called smooth acid. Both of those are also pH droppers. Smooth acid will drop it a little bit less because smooth acid is a combination of encapsulated lactic acid and encapsulated citric acid. So those are going to impart a tang. By lowering the meat or the pH of the meat, it's going to impart a tang to the meat. If you don't want a tang, there's something called sodium erythorbate. Sodium erythorbate's great. It accelerates the cure. It helps with really nice color development. Like if you want a really nice red beef stick, sodium erythorbate will get you there every time. The problem is it's very powerful. 7/8 of an ounce of sodium erythorbate is enough to accelerate the cure for 100 pounds of meat. So if you're doing a small batch, you have to have a really accurate scale, which is why we're constantly recommending the Ascali Precision Scale, because it will measure in fractions of a gram. So so anything you cure either needs a cure accelerator or hold for 12 hours. That was way easier to just say that. What are you looking for?
Where's the cat today?
Cat's there. I still need to come up with a reward for Bocephus and whoever else it was that caught it. So that thing has been in 3 podcasts, and each time my fatness is hiding it. We've been putting it in the sink, just like barely peeking out, and then we go watch it again. You can't see it at all except in the possum video. When is the video? So on 2 podcasts ago, we did a Willet barbecue possum. And I think from Austin's reaction, you can probably get a good understanding of what the experience was like.
You know, it just reminds me, this might be the first video where like we show like a little snippet that happens within the video that's fun at the first 10 to 15 seconds to entice people to stick around throughout the entire video. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's like the new vibe people do.
Go ahead.
It's, not that there's an actual vomit, but vomit alert potentially. So
it was close. Thomas Floyd says I had a tungsten ring for 16 years and no scratches. Yeah, so that's the danger. Tungsten won't bend, but it could scratch or shatter.
is it lightweight? Do the chickens have
I can't remember, actually. I really can't remember. It felt pretty light. I assume cobalt is the second worst metal for a ring. I don't know.
I have no idea.
I think there's better things. Like cobalt's pretty valuable. All right, coming all the way back down.
Especially if it's a Chevy.
Rafter has a good idea for us to get into the comic book game, Captain Nitrite,
Let's see it.
with super curing power.
What's his
That's
ability,
our next
though?
sales video. What are you
Super
talking
curing
about?
power.
But what does that do? Like you can just cure meat?
Can cure
Cancer?
any type of meat.
So just all curing?
All curing. You could cure a human into bacon. Just
You're
boom.
missing a giant point to this. Every superhero has what? A super villain that can come into this. So as you're trying to cure something,
Celery? Juice powder?
I'm sure someone in the chat will give us a great supervillain here in a minute.
So that we should bring that up quickly. Somebody through Meatgistics reached out to me and was asking about some information and what we thought about a different way of curing. There's some new products out there that are like EcoCure.
It's not really new. It's new for who has it out, but
Sure.
it's not new.
So Excalibur had a product like that a bunch of years ago. Dylan has, I don't know if he's done some testing on it, but it's not a cure is going to be the main problem. Celery juice powder has been around long enough where everyone's familiar with saying It's not recognized as a cure by the FDA, but it has curative properties. I don't get the science on how this is supposed to be doing what it says. So for anyone who doesn't know, the main reason that, well, a major reason that we're adding nitrite to any cured sausage is because botulism is one of the most deadly food pathogens you can get.
That's what Rafter just said. The doctor, botulism is the arch nemesis.
Oh, there you go. That would work. And botulism doesn't need oxygen to grow in an environment. So if we create a snack stick without any cure in it and we put it in a vac pack, we keep it in the fridge, it can continue to grow botulism. And botulism is the type of thing like, you get a bunch of listeria, you get sick. A very, very small amount of botulism can kill you. So I don't know. I'm still going to make some just because I want to see what the taste difference is.
Yeah, if it protects from botulism, that's one thing, but it's not going to have the rest of the cured meat properties. So it's I don't see a way to push it or recommend it because it's not going to be like a cured meat. It's going to be.
We'll find out.
It's not going to have the same texture, same taste, because it cure or nitrates in general. I mean, they affect the flavor.
Why do you think it won't have the same texture though?
Oh, cured meat, it has its own type of texture. Eat a Polish sausage next to a fresh bratwurst.
Yeah, it's the difference in grinding and mixing, I always thought.
Some of it. I mean, grind them and mix them the same, and they won't be the same.
Huh. Okay. Interesting. Are you both turning around to do a CAT scan? That is a good one. Also, I'll remind everyone again, Patrick is keeping a list for his favorite comment, and they will also win something. We did draw something at 3:45, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Sinister MD, botulism spores can last several hours in boiling water. Nasty stuff. Also, botulism, well, this is kind of the same thing, but if the botulism is allowed to actually create the spores, cooking it up to 160 degrees, 165, whatever, isn't going to kill it. It can last way above that. Huh. Rafter says cure in parts of... I never... See? You learn new things every day. The other day I said on Meatgistics, somebody asked a question on how to get wrinkled snack sticks. T. Williams, Process Head, and a couple other people left like such good comments that I respond. I'm like, sometimes and I'm not fishing for compliments here. I like wonder if I'm actually really needed on Meatgistics anyway, because so many. I know there's things, but so many people got to this guy with almost exactly what we would have said before we even saw it.
So was the guy wanting or not wanting? Wanting.
Wrinkles.
I don't get that. So we should take a quick unofficial poll here.
Oh, I want to see that. Sorry,
who prefers a smooth snack stick versus who prefers a wrinkled snack stick? Like I know some people purposely want them wrinkled, and I don't know. I'm not a fan. Like I was eating snack sticks last night, and I was like, these are amazing. They're just like they were the most perfectly smooth snack sticks I've had in a while, and that is what I look at, and I'm like, that's a fantastic snack stick.
I know when I first started working here, we were doing a lot of sticks, just a lot of stuff my first few months, and we would be done with it, and I go, oh, it looks great, but it didn't look like what I was used to seeing in the gas station, and for some reason, that's one thing you assume is the best, the gas station snack sticks, and then it was jerky and stuff, and everything we were doing was better, and then that's our first, second, third comments on if it's not Meatgistics, someone else like, oh, it's not, if it's a snack stick, it's not small enough like a Slim Jim. It's just like, well, don't you want more meat? It's like, that's their big flavor. And then now we're talking about wrinkling. It's just like people are so used to looking at like what is actually a subpar product, but because it's like the only thing they've ever been sold or shown, they assume it's the best.
Yeah.
Okay. Go to the win at the bottom, Austin, and see if you can see beyond this one, because I can't get down there. I'm wondering if it's just my screen, because we're going to go over what the leader is currently for the naming. But there's at least one or maybe even a few at the bottom that I can't see. And it, for some reason, it is calculating to the second to the 100th
I didn't win.
No. Live.
Oh, you said win.
No, I didn't. I'd like to throw my
Roll-
red flag.
roll the tape
I'd like
back.
To throw my red flag. All right, and while he's doing that, I will go ahead and draw another winner.
Should I show everyone how, like, the new stuff on / live towards the bottom with the wheel and stuff?
Sure, go
potentially?
ahead, yeah.
So let's see what we can do here. My cookies are disabled for some reason. You can. I don't believe that's even the right thing to click here.
Seems
there
going
it is.
really well.
So you
There's a
go,
lot of options.
you can log in using
What's that?
or
Yeah.
Mine works.
Oh, okay. So
near the bottom you can put in a.
let me see. Okay. So I just can't see the very
See how
bottom
this sweet
percentage.
wheel.
All right. So vote.
What did I win? Nothing.
All right. Now go back to. Okay.
Now, I know
scroll
all
the
you
way
guys
down.
probably like gambling as much as me, so go in there and tear it up.
Oh,
No, that's not. See? What is that amount? Because I think that's my favorite.
6.4%.
Darn. There are other ones that are higher than that. All right. So this one, technically, I was supposed to draw the winner for January, but I didn't. So I'm going to draw a winner for seasoning and jerky.
Wait, you're not drawing the January one?
I will.
Oh,
But-
okay.
Okay. Yes. Draw winner. All right. Winner for seasoning and jerky. From. Wait, why doesn't it even tell me where this is from? That's weird. No, but it showed it on the first one, but it's not showing on any of them now. Anyways, it is P. Deslawick. P. Deslawick. I'll get you an email tomorrow. And how this works is I make some jerky here that is Walton's Bold Tender Jerky. We add some extra brown sugar to it to keep it shelf stable, but also really nice and tender. And I will give you that and either a bag of seasoning, like a sausage jerky, snack stick, something like that. Or if you don't want that, we can give you a couple of Excalibur shakers of your choice. So we'll get you an email out tomorrow on that. All right. I will now draw January's winner. And January's winner doesn't have to be here. I suppose we should say either at this point because nobody has to be here this time. I'll get that fixed by next time. I wonder if will that please people, or would you rather not have to be here? I mean, you're going to have to be here in the future anyways. I'm just interested if people like that or don't like that.
I'd like to know. Like, I'd rather win live when it matters.
Right. It kind of feels like it's like you're hanging out with us.
And if I got an email saying I won something, I probably wouldn't believe it and mark it as phishing anyway. So,
Do you know our phone calls from our phone system here come up as likely spam or likely scam?
Really?
Yeah.
I'll have to check into that.
All right. Drawing a winner for January. Again, person doesn't have to be here. That winner is from La Croix, Wisconsin. And it is Mike Nelson. Congratulations, Mike Nelson.
you guys sell a foot control pedal?
Yes. Don't we? Do we not have a
Does it
foot
only work
control
on
pedal
ours?
anymore? No.
No, it's
Okay.
universal.
Well, there you go.
You could use you can use it on anything that runs off of a 110 plug.
It's not on the website.
Really? It's called like light duty foot switch.
Oh, okay. Yep. Got it.
We should have
I'll post a
pedals.
yeah, somewhere. I'll post that in the chat for whoever's looking for it. All right, and then I'll draw the Meat Gistics monthly winner. So what this is, every month on Meat Gistics, behind a section that you can only see if you're logged in, is a giveaway we do every month, and it's either a $50 Walton's gift card or a quick patty maker. Drawing that. The new one's already up. Winners. Winner for that is Stanley Plona Jr. Congratulations, Stanley. I'll go ahead and email you and find out if you want the Walton's Quick Patty Maker or $50 Waltons.com gift card. Okay. What are you working on over there?
Putting the emails next to what they won, because we're going to forget if we don't do it. Unless you have a lot better memory than I do.
No. We've been emailing them out as we go, though.
Oh, you are? Oh. You're more
Yeah.
on top of it
I
than
emailed
am.
out
Okay.
this and the Leather Apron. No, keep doing it. That's a good idea, because the jerky ones, that'll make it easier. Either. All right, I'm going to grab something to snack on real quick now that Bear's not here.
Wait, so Jalay and PD Slowick, what did they win? It's 5. It's 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, the last two, both seasoning and jerky, because you skipped January. Unless you skipped to the $50
No.
gift card.
I at the January, I said jerky.
Okay. So that was Jalay. Then what is PD Slowski? Lowick.
Is that not one that you drew?
Nope.
Hold on. And this is how this goes.
What
Okay.
if we found out like all the winners?
No, he's the jerky.
Okay.
Look at how mine is over here. So I did 4 o'clock jar January. I said, oh, I forgot that was January, so I made it jerky as well.
Then what was Jalei? Jaleigh.
I assume the 345 winner for seasoning and jerky.
Nope, that was Richard Delucent.
We'll figure it out later.
I was gonna say, what if all the past live winners are actually all related, like that McDonald's scandal with the Monopoly pieces?
Yes, eat. Eat.
Eat, my child. All right, hold on. There might be a problem with the BHA $50 meat card or coupon code.
Meat
Trying to-
cards.
Meat cards. So I'm testing that out now.
Who's sniffing up there?
Austin.
I'm dying up
always.
here right now. I'm sorry.
I need you. We should look into adding your guys' own cough buttons up there or something.
That
I've
would
got
actually
something
be-
coming that I'm annoyed is not here yet.
Does it hurt if I just...
Okay, yeah. BHA 50 is not working.
Oh, I heard that. I was just like, yeah, it's broken though.
All right. I got to fix something real quick.
Sweet. Dave is sitting in his hunting hut watching us, and he just got a doe.
Nice.
A Jane Doe or a deer?
Let's hope the deer. Yeah, don't want to be involved in a crime. Did you, without giving specifics, did you hear of what happened yesterday that we were all questioning? Like, what?
I did.
Yeah.
Do you know what it is?
It should be. It's all fine.
Okay.
Yeah, we're concerned that there was a reason that
No.
someone was looking into something, and it's all random. But started to question some of our employees.
All right. So for anyone who tried to use the BHA 50, I apologize. Because of that, I'm actually going to leave it good for a week. Should be working now. We had the dates wrong. Yep, it is working now. So if you have $50 or more in your cart, go and add the size BHA t-shirt that you want, and then use BHA 50, and it'll take the price of the shirt off.
Elizabeth Phelps is saying, you are eating pepperoni from a major manufacturer, ... Have you made your own using your seasoning?
Yep. I've made 3. In fact, our best performing video is me making pepperoni. Yeah, but I eat a lot of pepperoni. I don't know.
Oh, I noticed a lot about I looked at our top 20 most popular videos today, and like all but 6 of them, just a very prominent thumbnail of meat, very close up.
So not me?
So no, I mean, whatever,
that's
but
sad.
it's just a nice basic title, thumbnail of meat, nothing getting in the way. And then a couple others were just equipment based, but
Yeah, Thomas, it's just the BHA 50. I had the date in there wrong. It wasn't going to start till tomorrow. So Dennis says that didn't get the 15 either. Tested the 15 because I just assumed. Let's try that again. They won't work on sale items, so the BHA 50 will, but the 2's Live 15 won't work on sale items. It's taking nope, the 15 is working.
I'm going to accelerate our schedule just slightly.
Go ahead.
So we can be done just before 5. Got a winner for our $50 gift certificate, Amber Borland. Get that emailed to you in just a moment.
yeah, Rafter, we tried calling stuff product reviews before. It doesn't really go well on commenters.
No, it does not.
So we call them buying guides now.
Yep.
But yeah, great point. They do usually do really well on YouTube.
Yeah, so who was that? Somebody said, Dennis Fairbanks says didn't get the 15 either. I just tested it a couple of different ways, and it definitely is working.
As far as adding seasoning while you grind, I think we're in agreement here. It's just a dirtier or messier grinder when you go to clean it up. You can always just mix it in later. So seasoning while grinding.
So there's a couple things. There's a few different thoughts on that. I would definitely recommend that you at least grind it once and then add the seasoning during the second grind. It does seem to do a couple of things that can help out. One, it gets the seasoning mixed in quicker. But as we're working it through the auger and definitely through the plate, we really are working that meat quite a bit. It's already got the salt introduced to it, so it's going to start extracting those proteins really, really quickly. Now, that can have a benefit during the grinding process. It can actually speed up that second grind just a little bit. The downside to it, which for me is kind of a fatal flaw, is I very, very rarely get to go from grinding right to cleaning. Almost always has to be set aside until I'm done stuffing. By the time you make it to the grinder, if that has been set up and is coating everything, you're going to have a heck of a time cleaning. But if you can get right to cleaning, there's really no reason not to do it, as long as you're not adding any encapsulated product during that, because that will obviously rupture the encapsulation. Did your dad tell you that he and I are going turkey hunting?
Mm-hmm.
We talked about bringing you, but we decided we didn't want to babysit.
The coolest thing I'm most excited for that is what we're doing as like a sponsor for it, and what we're doing for like the landowners in the hunt. Do you know the background on the hunt first?
Maybe not.
Okay.
No, I don't think so.
I don't exactly, so I was gonna have you explain it if you did. So I'm gonna butcher the description here, but it's kind of like in Kansas, like years ago they started doing a once a year like governor's pheasant hunt.
Oh, I get what you're saying. Go ahead. Sorry.
And so it's a deal that raises money for conservation, charity, different things. They do one earlier. When was that? November? I think it was November. November sometime they do a governor's hunt for pheasant and quail, and then in April, is it April or March?
April 13th and 14th.
Okay, in April they do like the similar type of thing, a governor's hunt. Although I don't think they call either of them a governor's hunt because we have a governor that is not very,
She came last year, not this past year, but the year before she went.
Was before an election year.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
but whatever.
But so just it's a fundraiser, but instead of hunting pheasant, it's hunting turkey. So they get landowners that agree to be hosts and take people out and go turkey hunting. So everybody that comes is involved in the fundraiser somehow. I don't know exactly what it costs or what is involved there. I know we get spots because we sponsor and donate a lot of stuff to it. But one of the things we're doing is for all the landowners is we're putting together like gift packages where we're going to, one of the few times our tagline does not work and we say everything but the meat. We do make some meat product here at times, but it's always something that's given away. We don't sell anything. So we're going to make some snack sticks and jerky, throw in just some seasonings and some different barbecue and kitchen utensils and stuff like that, and make a little gift basket for people. But I think that's going to be awesome. I guess my dad, when he was talking to the guy that runs stuff, he was super pumped about that because he said they normally struggle trying to figure out what to find and what to give the landowners as like a thank you for everything they put into it. So
that means since we're the ones giving that, they'll put us with a good landowner too. Because the person that we go to for the pheasant hunt is incredible. They're awesome. So we might get lucky there.
So if it's a turkey hunt, what bird are you going to be shooting for?
Do I need to make another sign for you? Yes.
People on the podcast already saw this, but I come back from lunch the other day, and there are two pictures sitting on my desk. One is a quail, and one is not a quail. Apparently, I needed that reminder that there are no such things as a yellow-breasted quail in Kansas.
Dude, you should, next time you hunt, you should pin that on the inside of your vest as like,
look,
guys, in case anyone needs a reminder.
Mark Ernst says, can you tell me the percentage of salt in Walton's turkey brine? Maple flavor was great for a 21-day dry brine. Buckboard bacon, I'm assuming. But a little salty as I had to guesstimate on salt by calculated sodium nitrite. We don't have the percentages of salt from Excalibur seasonings.
Yeah, that's something
proprietary.
We can't really give out.
Nope.
We are working on something that would help people figure that out on their own if they want.
Am I supposed to be working on this?
You have been. You don't even remember it. You will as soon as I say it.
Oh, the nutritional information?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So we're working on getting nutritional information on everything, and we're I don't know how far into it we are. We have a decent dent on it, but I don't know when that product will specifically get into the list there that actually gets done. But sometime hopefully this year we'll have everything done. So if you look at the nutrition facts, you ought to then be able to decipher something reasonably close.
All right, I need to know from John Crabble. It says you don't need to bring your own turkey with you on the hunt. Leave him home. Are we talking about Austin?
I don't know.
It has to be because they said we were talking. His dad and I were talking about bringing him and decided not to. John going to the grocery store isn't hunting. Yeah.
Meadowlarks are not baby turkeys. Denny O, late to the party. What did I miss? Well, we already handed out 50% off coupons to everybody that was watching. So
that's right.
Next time you'll be on time.
Patrick, where are we on the Tex and my
steak thing?
Yeah.
Like the very last parts of it. There's like doing color to a shot or two, and then making the ending a little neater and doing an intro on it, and then we're done. So
that's right. I watched a rough cut of it, and we just get into it and start talking. I'm like, No one's gonna know what we're doing
need,
here.
We need a host, and the host
Yeah.
was standing off to the side.
So,
But no, I'll do our normal little graphic with it, and it'll be fine. So.
Okay. So Tex and I had been arguing back and forth over who cooks a better steak. So Austin, and I kind of figured out some rules. Nobody could use Walton's Ultimate Steak and Roast Rub. We had to have a ribeye and a strip steak. And at the very last second, they snuck in appearance mattered on me, which I tried to fight against.
You shouldn't have, because you
I
would
know.
have won.
Don't. So, yeah, we'll have that video coming out. And then we had Austin, Brett, and Dylan judge them and pick winners on it. So that'll come out in the next couple of days.
It was a horrible video to have to sit up here and eat 4 different steaks and give opinions on what they tasted like.
Terrible.
It was so difficult.
If I cooked them, yeah. You would have thought it was possum part 2.
Todd Seymour says, shooting meadowlarks to see if they can cook or smoke. Well, you know.
See if they can die.
I'm not saying I did this, but when they burst out of low grass, it's a very quick,
You're making a split.
Not saying I did this.
Freeze! He's got a guy. Just like that. He came at me. You guys saw that meadowlark? He was coming right
For me. When will the sweet Kentucky bourbon broth seasoning be back in?
Next question. Oh, meadowlark, will it barbecue? That's a good one.
It's in.
Mm.
No, it's not in. You just can back order it. It says expecting more by the 9th of February. Let me log into the back and see if that looks accurate.
Oh, that's accurate.
That's accurate?
Yeah.
Okay. So February 9th.
That's
next Thursday.
It's the same
That's the
information
most
you're going to
up-to-date
look
okay.
at. So it's, can't guarantee it. That's, like you said, most accurate, most up-to-date information we've received. Cool. Yeah, so if people don't know, if something is back ordered on the website, I shouldn't say for everything. A lot of things we will post an expected date when our next shipment is due that has not already been claimed by someone. If there's back orders for it, we first order in gets the first allotment that's coming in. So there could be a scenario where we have some coming in, but there's back orders for all of that already, and so it takes it all into account. And what you're seeing, if you place your order right then, that is when the next stock is going to be in that is available that can ship to you. So
okay, cool. All right. So you already drew the winner for the $50 gift card?
Yeah.
You're just getting a little itchy there?
Well, we both said we needed to be done before 5.
Yeah.
And you had your last thing on here like at 5. So we probably need to just draw 5-10 minutes earlier than the last couple.
So February's giveaway, we'll release that tomorrow. We have the video all done and just needs to be flipped live when I do all the back end stuff to make it all appear on waltons.com/sales and win. Oh, meadowlarks. Ted Frodema says, I would like to try. Next time, make me a judge. I'll try 4 steaks. So we are going to try some other things. Tex and I were talking about some, what was it? It wasn't pork cutlets.
It should be
something pork.
Once again, it should be like a difficult protein. It should be like a cow face or something. It should be. You have to try to make something taste good that's like an undesirable cut, maybe. Of course, you both get the same one, but
it's interesting. Hadn't really thought of that.
An idea just wouldn't involve you and Tex, but although on the other hand, you could do it that way. I don't know. Instead of like cooking steak, could you do it as making sausage? And we take 2 employees here that like have never done it.
Okay. And then what?
Like,
coach them through it, or just throw them to the wolves?
Make them use meat gistics.
Give them like a set of videos to go through and say, this is what you can use, and go figure out how to do it. And then you come in here, you can set up equipment somewhere so that it's like, here's all the equipment you could use,
And throw in like a piece they don't need to make them
more than they need,
Huh.
and then let them just do it, see what happens, and it could end up really well, and we go, see, look, you can do it, it's easy, or it could end up really bad, and we'll never show the video footage ever.
We'd have to find volunteers for it.
Or go the opposite, get people that are really good at doing it here, and then they face off against you or something. So maybe that's what it is. It's just you versus different people and they pick a protein they want to do.
I don't feel like embarrassing people.
Oh, see, there you go. No, how about your best broad against like a Colton's or something like that?
Colton would be an interesting one to go
We could
against.
do that, and we could rig it against Colton really
Yeah.
easy. Yeah.
Trust me.
I don't know, man. The amount that rice and cheese he had in the boudin or something like that,
Yeah,
that
there
was
we go.
pretty spectacular.
Someone brought up pig uterus. That will not be
Oh,
happening.
no.
That's the
Nope.
name of the band, though.
Patrick loves. It's like that's the name of the band. Anytime we
When
say
it's something
crazy.
super,
and we always.
it's
it
poignant and it's
comes
to the
up
point. It's
all
the
the time.
perfect amount of syllables. Yeah.
tongue. I don't think is hard enough though.
That's the
Somebody brought up tongue. It's not that hard.
Well, I guess I think when people do tongue successfully, it's in like a stew that's all day, right? So it's like that. I mean, like I said, hard but not hard if you have the right idea with what you're going to do with it. But
Haggis. Haggis would be an interesting one.
that's that one thing.
sheep's
Someone
stomach.
dropped. What's that movie? Someone dropped haggis on the ground and it got in their face. Can't remember.
I thought you were going to bring up. So I married an axe murderer.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah.
You know what's funny about that? Real quick, I've never seen that movie, but I watched the board game, seen it enough that it asked so many questions pertaining to the movie. I feel like I've seen most scenes in it.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Iron Sausage Chef.
I have no interest in trying another possum. I'm very much like he is with beaver tail. Never want to try it again.
I would eat
Okay.
possum over beaver tail.
Let's go to the product naming thing. Ridley family says the product name contest looking like something similar to what the Walton's team was planning. Honestly, we hadn't had that many like awesome ideas for it. So
What product?
the smoking towel.
Yeah, what? I forgot what my favorite was. I sent you an email, I think. Was that the one we gave recent names for?
Yes.
Okay.
All right. So the winners, we'll just announce everything that's above 5%. We've got the humidity optimization towel, HOT for short, HOT.
The hot towel.
We've got the smoker soaker towel, which is really good. Soakin' smoking towel. The smoker sweat rag. Swamp towel. The Walton's water wick. The Walton's Wonder Towel, Sausage Sweater, and the Beast. Beat the Stall Towel.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah, the Beast. Beat the Stall.
No, that
Wait, how is that?
Well, it's B. You
Beast.
take the
get rid of the beat and then stall is ST.
Beast Stall Towel. Beat Stall Towel. No, you need the in there.
No, you don't. 'cause
But you take the BEA from Beat and the S from Stall and the T from Towel.
I don't think that works.
It does absolutely works.
I don't think that works.
Well,
Pat will get a graphic. dude.
that's the one that's going to go. Picture of me
So
flexing
what's-
on it.
I like
Beast.
I know there's one with alliteration that you're into, and then so the WWW one.
The
but
Walton's
then,
Water Wick.
But the first hot towel, and then whatever that second one was, I think you said
So the humidity optimization towel,
that's hot.
and then the smoker soaker towel.
But then what was the one after that?
Soaking smoking towel.
I like one. You could convince me of almost all of these. So whatever they. Really
That's
want.
going to be the hard part. Is the hot, the smoker soaker towel, the soaking smoker towel, the Walton's water wick, the sausage sweater, and the Beast. I like all of those.
sausage sweater.
I like that.
That's great.
Yeah.
I feel
I
like
know, like the meat sweats kind of thing.
I feel like we're talking about like a corn dog though. Like it's not a towel. You're talking about a sausage, not like cooking. It's as soon as you say that, I'm like corn dog.
Cold water onto our excitement.
Oh. Did you even say I was listening and I don't think I heard it, but it might be wrong. The stall stopper. Do you not like that one?
It wasn't above 5%.
Yeah, it is.
You know the SS
4.7.
506.
Is it really? Look.
Yeah.
Oh, I probably haven't refreshed in a while. Help us name a new product.
Yeah, David said smoker silker. He's just dropped the towel. Smokers.
I mean, I really like the smoker soaker. But yeah, all right, now Swamp Towel is also above 5%. Smoker Sweat Rag. Stall Stopper is really good. Walton's Wonder Towel is also above 5 now. But we will go ahead and review those. Another thing I wanted to see, I also put in there what people's favorite jerky seasoning was. And currently, Walton's Bold is up. It's the only one above 20, and it's at 25%. It is the
Very
best
nice.
of the jerky seasonings. All right.
It's very interesting. This surprises me, but doesn't surprise me at the same time that pepper and garlic is as high as it is, because I think we've tried to explain that too. That it sounds like it's just pepper
Boring.
and garlic.
Yeah,
Sounds
but
like it's
it's not.
boring, but it's really good.
All right. I just drew a winner for some jerky and seasoning, and it is a Richard De La Senta. Wait, didn't you already say that?
Did he win again?
Yes. What did he win last time?
Jerky and seasoning.
Can't win jerky and seasoning twice.
Give him a gift card, and
Okay.
we'll just do that, and then draw another for jerky and seasoning. I have almost figured out how we're actually going to take care of gift cards. Talked to Chris Hahn about it the other day. Haven't quite finished it though. Someday we'll actually account for what we've given away.
I thought that was fixed. Are you serious?
Yeah.
I was sure that was fixed.
It all works from the customer perspective.
Right. Yeah, that's just unfortunately what I care about. Gift card. Okay.
Walton chamois.
Drawing another winner. Okay.
Yeah, Brian. I agree. He said best snack stick seasoning is habanero barbecue.
For snack sticks?
Yeah.
I mean, it's we sell way more Willys.
Sure, Willie's is great.
You know?
Willie's is great. People want a traditional, but there's something about that flavor that's just home.
I agree.
Like
I agree.
because some flavors.
Did you just say
Yeah, I said.
you said it's home?
feels like home.
Oh, wow. Mock him. Please mock him for
Well,
that.
it's meant to be a little. I don't usually use that word there. That's
No,
why
you
it's
don't.
funny. I gotta remember these people have such a small sample size with me. It's hard to like. No. That's not
No,
all.
that's
That's
not
not
what-
all my personality. I swear to God.
I do other things too. All right. So drawing another winner for seasoning and jerky, and it is MJ Williams. Oh, I already put it in there.
Said sham cow.
Sham cow. I wonder that might be
If that's all you sold,
tiptoeing the line a
if
little
that's
bit.
like all your brand sold was this sham cow,
Yeah.
go for it, man, and like really lean into it. Moisture wicking towel for your favorite proteins, and get all.
You
the-
might get sued over that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're because it's already an established brand. They could but once again, rhyming.
I just found out we can't say Super Bowl in advertisements.
Oh yeah, that's right.
How annoying is that?
But now that you know that information, every other piece of advertisement makes sense. You're like, oh, that's why it says big game.
We're also going to have another daily content or poll. We're going to put them up on somewhere on waltons.com and Meatgistics, where you can go vote. We've separated out our 8 favorite seasonings, and it's going to be like a playoff thing. It's going to start next Sunday or Saturday, one of those two, and go all the way to the big game. And you can go in and vote every time, and the winner we're going to give a $100 gift card.
Yeah, I'm really pumped about that. We did seeding. That was already a week ago. I think we did that.
I know.
But yeah, when you said big game, I'm like, there's got to be an advertisement we can do there as far as like big game, meaning our term for it, and then the big game, so meaning Super Bowl.
Oh, yes,
So,
there is. Best seasoning for the big game.
Yeah, and then it's just a link to all our. Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, but it's stupid, Joe. We all know what we're talking about. So Elizabeth Phelps is asking, can we get smaller batch seasoning sizes? So we get this question all the time. And it's interesting because we used to have something like that. We don't have any shakers of those left, right? The Walton's Old West anywhere?
No.
So we used to have Walton's Old West, and it was a couple of different blends of jerky. Do we have snack sticks?
In the Walton's Old West?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
So we had jerky, snack sticks.
Breakfast sausage, brats. I mean, we had summer sausage.
And they were
everything.
literally, it was just what would fit in a shaker, but nobody bought them. Now,
Well, people bought them, but not
enough.
Just bring it back. Classic.
I mean, with the amount of requests we get for it, I think it would do better now, but it requires a lot of planning out to actually pull off.
I mean, when we did it last, we were a quarter of the size that we are now, though, too. So we would have a lot more volume at this point.
Our next seasoning that we want to get hands on with and do, like, what flavor profile do you want to lean into?
No, I'm.
Besides,
Why do you think I've been sacrificing my body by eating 8 steaks a week?
Okay, all right. Say that one's done, and it's a year from now, and I ask you this question: what's kind of like on your palate that you would want to explore that maybe we're not even diving into?
A buffalo style shaker.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Like something that's just perfect for chicken,
everything, right?
fish, yeah.
Sides, yeah. I think everyone has that go-to. But Austin, you might attest to this because I know you're a big salt guy. But like, I find a new seasoning or a new sauce 2-3 weeks in, and then I'm just done with it because I used it on absolutely everything. Is there one? I know you're into firecrackers. Is there anything else that you like that comes to mind that you can always put on anything, or do you get burnt out too?
He doesn't like his firecracker anymore. Don't you remember?
No, I
broke
like
up.
it. I like it. It's just anything.
doesn't
with
treat
red,
you right.
Yeah, anything with red pepper just hurts me. Gives me everything.
Like, is habanero barbecue too hot for you at this point?
No, that's not. To me, that's not as hot as, well, it's not as bad as the firecracker is because it's not red pepper.
So it's
as
just
much as
specific.
habanero.
It's not the
I
heat
think
level.
it's the. Yeah, I don't think it's the heat level. I think it's the red pepper.
Okay.
Something with red pepper. Just, yeah. I'm getting old.
Does it have an ingredient list on that?
On the box.
Well, I know
it does.
scorpion and
Has to.
one of those Reaper peppers.
Do you think if I open it and smell it, like it's not gonna get less fresh? Yeah,
no,
of course
not
it
at
will.
all.
You just vacuum pack it.
It'll
but
crush it. Oh, it doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna crush it.
No,
up.
for the video, we want it to be in a solid piece
Dang
before
it.
we
I'm
crush
sitting
it.
here like, no, we
You-
don't
yeah,
care
he wanted
about it.
something to
No,
get up my
waft-
nose.
Yeah,
Well,
not to hurt you.
how much does it cost?
$19,
Do
and
we
I
need-
just saw it on my credit card
Do
proof.
we need more than one?
No.
No, as hot as that is.
But I mean, you split all of that up across a large batch.
I don't
I
think,
don't think
taste
it's going
works
to
like
add that much.
Well, what size of batch though? Are we making like a 5-pound batch or like a 25-pound batch?
And we're not making a 5-pound batch.
Dude, what if it's not hot going in, but on the way out? That's when you're
That's
just
the
sitting
danger.
there. You're calling someone at 1 a.m. like, I swear,
I hope
it's
you
the
all
cap
die.
station. Brutal.
I don't know.
See, again, Hunter Steve says the same thing Melissa said, though. So the amount of times we've gotten that question in the last 6 months, it seems to be picking up. Seems like there are more people who are wanting smaller batches. So, brat ingredient question. I like green olives, and I'm thinking of adding some sliced green olives into your pizza brat, mixed stuffed into the brat. Good idea, bad idea, suggestions. Couple things with that. The olives obviously are going to have some vinegar in them. So I would, at the very least, unless you're talking about black olives, right? Black olives have vinegar? I don't think so. Did he say green olives?
Dude,
he did say green olives.
Olives are gross.
So I'd at the very least let them sit out on a rack for 2 hours or so, and then obviously use it as just a fresh product. Do not try and make a cured product out of that because it's going to destroy your bind everywhere around it. But other than that, yeah, really good idea. That Supreme Pizza Bratwurst is a great one to kind of play with. I like to make it and grind up like hard log pepperoni, mix it in with the pork or beef or whatever I'm making it out of. Patrick and I once took all 4 flavors of our cheese, melted that into a block, let that cool, cut that back up into squares so that every bite, like every bit of the cheese, had all 4 flavors of the cheese into it. And then we put marinara sauce on top of that.
That works so well.
That was
crazy.
top 5 sausage I've ever had. That was amazing.
Well, we had to melt cheese that didn't want to melt. That was funny.
That was fun.
And then it just, I was like, no, they'll all incorporate together. And just by itself, the cheese was great. Like it was, we should sell that cheese.
And it solidified it was amazingly fast how quick it
usually
went from
we get a step or 2
liquid-ish
into
to-
something and we go, oh, this isn't going to work, and we scrap it. No, this was like, it worked.
The number of it doesn't happen as much, or at least didn't happen as much in 2022 because of everything else we were working on. But for a while there, the number of things that we could actually end up making a video on of what I tried was like 10%.
Yeah.
Like I would try these outlandish things and it would constantly be like, no, that doesn't work.
We'd get 2 seconds into it. And
Right, it'd be obvious from early on.
We go, we can't do this,
Oh.
and we just move on to something else. As I'm reading a cool comment about someone putting in dried blueberries in their breakfast sausage, I'm like, that sounds very doable. Anything that's visually good like that, too, I love putting on camera.
Okay, but Elizabeth's asking, she says, we put dried blueberries in our breakfast and dried cranberries in our summer. Are there any other options you have? I know of Hawaiian and apple brat.
Well, that's a whole series for me, man.
But what does she add? Like other things that you can, like good things to add?
Yeah, maybe she's asking for the seasoning and what you would put
Like
in.
what you would add to it.
Yeah.
Willie's, you can add pickled jalapenos that you've let completely dry off or blanch them. A very small amount of mustard seed. Oh, there was another thing. There was something else. Some guy comes in all the time, but Colton got a snack stick from him, and it was absolutely amazing.
Ooh, Ryan says add cherries. Cherries would be good in something.
And what the chocolate cherry?
It would be kind of like cranberries. I mean, to an extent.
Oh, dried cherry. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, when she asked the question, I almost thought it seemed only breakfast oriented.
Her second one was summer sausage, I think.
Maybe. But.
Can you use the black olives right out of the can for fresh brats, or do you have to air them out as well? I don't think black olives have a vinegar solution to them, do they?
I think you're supposed to throw olives away.
No, olives are delicious. Ugh. You're insane.
Ugh.
But either way, honestly, when we're talking about a fresh brat, what you're going to be worried about there is that vinegar can still denature the proteins in there, so it might be a little bit loose and crumbly, but it's nowhere near as big a concern as if we were making snack sticks or summer sausage. Chopped apricots are great in a sage and red pepper breakfast sausage. Can you get high temp cheese? Can you get high temp cheese in between the hot pepper and the habanero? So we don't have hot pepper, or we don't have habanero. We have ghost pepper. So habanero would probably be the one in between those. So anyone who's watched us for enough, the hot pepper is not hot.
It's just pepper jack.
Pepper jack. The ghost pepper is way more serious. Ghost pepper has a very good amount of heat to it. So I would imagine if they had a habanero, it would be fairly in between those. Because so many people when they say habanero, they either just add the heat from the habanero and they just pay no attention to the flavor, or it's like a Takis level of hot, and it's not hot. So
it sounds hotter than it is, and I don't know, for marketing, habanero I think is like still in right now.
Oh, this is a good question from Chris Morey. Can I use the same seasoning for venison and black bear, or would the taste be way different? Black bear is all berry and nuts fed. That's going to be amazing meat. You can use the same meat. They are not going to present you can use the same seasoning. They are not going to present exactly the same. One thing I have no idea on is what bear fat is like in a sausage. I know bear fat is amazing and there's hundreds of uses for it, but I don't know what it would perform like in a sausage.
I got a question.
Yeah, I don't
With
know.
the deer, obviously, you're going to want to add pork fat. With bear, maybe you just use the bear fat. But from my understanding, I've never had bear, unfortunately. Bear has a little bit stronger of a taste to it. So you might not quite pick up as much of the seasoning as you would in just a venison sausage. But that's an excellent question.
Yeah.
But yes, you can use the same seasonings.
So adding two things on two old things. Black olives, looked up ingredients on just like Walmart. Just Walmart can of black olives is black olives, water, salt, ferrous gluconate.
Okay.
So-
So yeah, none. Yep.
No vinegar.
John Crabhill, who hasn't been here before, but I'm very much enjoying his comments, says try Kalamata olives. I love Kalamata olives.
Mm-hmm.
And he's saying that they're in wine, so they wouldn't have a pickle to them. Interesting. I will give that a shot.
Can we? I just thought of something crazy, and it's probably not going to work just logistically, but like binders. What if we use like chicken on the run? What's in chicken on the run, and can it be substituted in place of something else? Right there you go. I knew he was going to grab a bag.
So Kalamata, whatever, is olives, water, sea salt, red wine, vinegar. So that would still, yeah.
All right. So for anyone who doesn't know, this is Flavor Crisps Chicken on the Run. This is one of our favorite.
It's like a batter you want to make real quickly. You can either do it dry or wet.
Ingredients are enriched wheat flour. Why are you putting niacin in there? Thiamine mononitrate, yellow corn flour, salt, spices, and coloring. I don't know, Patrick.
Yeah,
I mean,
like
it's an interesting
how
question.
could you even test how
Right.
how absorbent it is?
You're going to have to,
do its own test with water.
in small batches. Oh, that's what you're saying. How absorbent it is by just adding water to it.
Yeah.
So you do that versus Sure Gel,
and you just
and you get a percentage. Hey,
Yeah.
this one, 5 ounces of this retained 3 ounces of
'Cause the
water. 5
binders-
ounces of this retained 6 ounces. So it's twice as
because binder's
absorbent.
not doing anything to like flavor or do anything to the meat that would make it not doable. So I just
The salt in there could possibly cause some problems, but it's pretty far down in the ingredient.
I feel like that would compare better to like carrot fiber, not Sure Gel.
Okay.
Because like
just the amount you would use.
that, I don't think is going to add like any like binding properties that Sure Gel would. It's going to add more water retention like carrot fiber would.
Fair point.
So, because we did that with carrot fiber and Sure Gel in like glasses and poured water in it. And the Sure Gel, I mean, it doesn't, when you just look at it in a glass,
looks
it
like
doesn't really
milk.
soak up any water. Yeah. It's the carrot fiber does, but they're both binders, but in like different, they work in different ways, do different things. But
That was a great thought, Patrick.
I'm
I'm assuming somebody chatted that in and you're stealing it?
no, I would give him the credit.
so could you use this in place of carrot fiber in like the jalapeno popper bratwurst and make it taste like a fried jalapeno popper?
Oh, there we go.
We might need to try that.
Yeah.
That's worth it.
That sounds
Once
amazing.
again, this is one of those. Once we get to the mixing, we'll be like, "Oh, this isn't going to work," or we'll just add a whole other pack to it and go for it. So.
Yeah.
If that works, that is the best thing that's come out of
Now,
this live stream.
if it imparts that great flavor too on it, or it's just perfect. So
Joseph Durr, because somebody else was asking about bear sausage, says your apple brat seasoning with 50-50 bear meat and pork mixture is phenomenal. We were just talking about apple brat. I don't know on what, something recently.
Podcast, I think.
Hunter Steve says, I've always used pork fat when adding fat to wild boar. Awesome. He had a post earlier today. They shot a bunch of boars down in his land in Texas, and he made sausage out of it and was talking about how amazing it was. And I've heard other things about boar, but now that they're in Kansas, hopefully in the next year or two, we'll get a chance to kill some. Mitch Williams just found out he was here and won something. You should explain the difference between the small bag of chicken on the run and the big bag. There is a difference. Yep, and he's right. This is the small 1 pound bag, and this is the medium. Am I backwards on this again? I'll find it. One of them is a medium grind, and one of them is a, is it fine? No, I swear we put this on the website. Can you find that? Do you know where to look? No. Sorry, guys.
I think I can find it.
All right, so the ingredients on this one are enriched wheat flour, which is niacin, reduced iron, thiamine mononitrate, riboflavin, and folic acid. Yellow corn flour, salt, spices, and coloring. On the big 5-pound bag, it is wheat flour, salt, spices, extractive of paprika, natural flavor, soybean oil. So they are different seasonings. They have a similar taste, but they are different. I swear we put that one of them was a fine grind and one of them was medium.
Yeah, I don't know. In the description we have in our system, we have them both listed as fine.
They're not. They're not both fine. Tex,
I don't know.
if you remember what that was, let us know. Small bag is the medium grind.
Okay.
This is the medium grind. Thank you.
Cool. Well, I'm going to take 2 seconds for my normal interruption during
Go ahead.
live streams.
Sure.
Hey, Leo. Hey, bud. My son's watching at home. He likes shout out when he's paying attention. So, hey, Leo. Hope you're having fun at home. I'll see you soon. And don't forget, it's K-State game day. So we're watching basketball tonight.
All right. I'm adding this real quick. That this is the medium grind.
What's Leo's favorite like game day snack? What's he get down on during the game?
He's been asking for popcorn because he's used to, like, when we go to a game, we always get popcorn. Yeah, that's
Nice.
probably the thing he identifies
Microwave him a
most with.
dog tonight, dude. That's callback to one of the podcasts. John's never microwaved a hot dog and ate it in his life, and I was like, that's all I grew up on. Dude.
Yeah. I've ate so many microwave hot dogs in my life.
And mashed potatoes. I think we're exact opposites. I think is what it is.
Oh, okay. I want to know what was outstanding on deer backstrap. That's Keith Labrazzi. Okay. This bag is fine. Because I still argue that the marinated with the Argentinian barbecue and then rubbed with the Mojo. Is that what you want? You want Mojo, right? It's Mojo now?
Yeah, it's
Since you want-
Mojo.
okay. Was the best backstrap I've had. Travis, no, there's no chicken product in it. It's designed to be like the most common thing you do with it is breaded chicken. Austin's looking at something.
And what's so funny, like what do we sell that for on the site? Do we still even have bags of that? The chicken on the run, right? That'll make you look so gourmet.
18 Arrowhead is making 150 pounds of deer brat tomorrow. It's making 50 pounds of Excalibur hot buffalo wings, 50 pounds of Cajun, and 25 pounds of apple. Now, he's missing 25 pounds somewhere in there.
Oh, okay. I didn't do the math on
Right,
that.
that I didn't until I was
read the
reading
comment,
that.
and
I was like, where's the 50?
I was like, there's no question.
But anyways, that sounds awesome. I hope those hot buffalo wings come out awesome.
Maybe he's wanting us to pick what to do with the remaining weight. What out of that
John
list,
Crabbill says, I've been on these for almost a year now. Sorry about that, John.
So what seasoning would you add to his to make it complete? Did he have something spicy on there? Did he have something sweet? You were talking when I asked the question. So he's missing 25 pounds. Like
gotcha.
what seasoning
Like
would
what
he use?
should he
Yeah.
be using? I mean, jalapeno popper is
Yeah, if he's
so
not
hard
having
to get
that,
away
that's
from
so-
nowadays.
yeah.
Like I could eat that brat nonstop.
We should do a not lean into an award season thing, but like we should have a seasoning of the year every year. Like the one that we just hit on.
it's sort of what we're doing with the voting.
But,
sort of.
But that's kind of a sport
Right.
thing. This one's
Yeah.
more of a...
Yeah, you're right. Real quick, also, Foothills Moonshine sausage. I opened that to help Pat take a picture of it when we first got it. Smelled it and like, I'm never eating that. Absolutely not. So then I made some, and I thought they were. It was at least way, many times better than what I thought it was. And the reason that I decided to try it is because I went to the product page and it has all 5-star reviews. Like everyone's like, this is amazing. I'm like, surely they're crazy, or they don't know what they're doing. But it was awesome. Joe says niacin is added to enriched wheat flour products.
18 Arrowhead says 25 pounds of his own mix.
There you go. Yeah, we were just talking about the apple brat seasoning, how freaking delicious that stuff is.
I don't feel like we've had it nearly enough. Like my first year here, we had apple brat almost every other day.
Yeah, I was making it nonstop.
Yeah, nuts.
James Bice G asked, did anyone win the apron or the jerky? Yep. So we had the leather apron was to Conley DM. Jerky winners were Richard De La Sante, P. Dowslick, Jaylay. Oh, there is another one to draw, though. Okay, we'll draw that. Oh, no, there's not.
No.
Why is there an empty one here?
We
at
didn't.
445?
We didn't put this. Oh, Richard DeLucente, he won twice, so he's getting a gift card. And then MJ Williams.
There you go.
He
Thank
got
you.
the last one.
Can I share my favorite comments?
Yeah.
Well, I got.
You're supposed to have one.
Well, it's tough, and I was going to get into that because Rafter, W. Homestead, his comments are usually top notch. If they're not funny jokes, they're good suggestions. Whoever had the name earlier for the doctor, whatever, Dr. Botulism, that was good too.
That was him, right?
No, I'm not sure. It might have been
Pretty
someone
sure
else.
it was.
It was a regular whoever came up with it. Once again, his stuff's great. So it's hard to not pick him every week. But this guy Josh Stevens, I feel for him because he was explaining earlier something to somebody, but he also mentioned he's like, if I don't win something soon, he goes, I'm out of here. So,
all right.
And I respect the honesty, so I'm gonna have to go with Josh Stevens because I'm kind of the same way. You can only give so much. You need that little inkling of light at the end of the tunnel, and I'm gonna give it to you right here.
Now, here's the bad thing. Because of how we did this, I have no way to take his name and find his email address.
Well, Godspeed, Josh Stevens.
No, I can find it from old ones.
We'll live on.
I'm just joking. I can find it from old ones.
Well, hopefully this isn't the last one he's on then now. So I want a customer for life out of him.
All right, we got anything else?
Do we have a last coupon code?
Yes. This is good for all of February, and it's not good on...
Couldn't wait 10 seconds?
I couldn't. And it's not good on sale items, and it can only be used once per customer. But, everybody on this could use it once. And it is Feb 10 off. It'll get you 10% off. Any non-sale item. Capped out at $100. Cool. You got anything else? Thanks, guys.
Thanks, everybody.
We'll see you. We don't have anything in between now and next month, right? No,
there's
nothing
no-
special coming up. Unless you want to do a
Do a
Valentine's Day one?
special.
Yeah. I'll cook you dinner, you cook me dinner. All right, see you guys.
Is that a penalty for whoever loses?
You're not that bad a cook. I wanted to end the conversation.